Yes, our today's topic is binary operators. Okay, so binary operators works on two operand. Okay, the binary operators works on two operand. So in that, earlier I had shown you the example of the binary operator. Yes, in that type of operator, we have done that binary operators works on two operand. Okay, so how many type of the binary operator we can have? We can have binary operators. See the example I have written. Arithmetic operators, you all are familiar with them. Plus, minus, multiplication, division, and yes, what is this? What is this? Percentage? No, it is the modulus sign. I'll tell you it afterwards. It is the modulus. Relational operator, you already know this. Less than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, equal to, and not equals to. This is your not equals to. Okay, this is your not equals to, and it is modular. Then the logical or logical and assignment equal shorthand that I'm going to explain you. Then after it, so you are having the binary operator. How many? Arithmetic operators, relational operator, logical operator, assignment, and the shorthand. So one by one, we are going to cover this. Arithmetic operator, as you know already, to perform the calculations. Okay, it applied the calculation on the operands. Mathematical operation, if you are using the plus, then it's going to be solve addition. Okay, then the minus, then it's going to be solved. See that addition a plus b. If value of a is here 22. Okay, I have given the example. Look at here, everyone. A equals to 22, b equals to 5. So 22 plus 5 will give you the 27, right? So a plus b, a minus b, a multiplied by b. Huh. When we are using the division, a multiplied by b means 20, 22 divided by 5. Okay, when I'm using the division sign now, so it will not give me any value in the decimal, first of all, because these values are not in the decimal. If you remember the integer value means whole numbers, right? So this whole number cannot store the point decimal. Okay, so 22 divided by 5, it is the integer value. Both are the integer value. So obviously result will be given in the integer only. Now this division operator will return you the quotient. Keep remember only the quotient. Division operator will give you the quotient. So 22 divided by 5. 5 4s are 20. Okay, so 4 is going to give you. Okay, after that, point will not be calculated. Point will not be calculated in the division operator. Okay, if the numbers are in integer. Okay, understood? Now, A multiplied by B. Obviously, multiplication will be there. Now, see that A modulus B. It is not percentage. You will pronounce it as the modulus. Yes, this is your modulus. A mod B. It means it will also divide, but it returns the remainder. It's going to return the remainder. Now see, 22 divided by 5. So 4 will be the quotient. But the 22 minus 20 will give you 2 remainder. Okay, this is the big difference and it is very important question. You can write over there in your notebook. Everyone write in your notebook. Give the difference between division and modulus operator. Give the difference between division and modulus operator. Give the difference between division and modulus operator. So answer is division returns the quotient and modulus return the remainder. Division returns the quotient and modulus return the remainder. And this example you will give. If A equals to 22, B equals to 5, then A divided by B equals to 4, and then A mod by B equals to 2. That also you will write, but A equals to 22, B equals to 5. A equals to 22 and B equals to 5. Then A divided by B will return 4, and A mod by B will return 2. Right? Okay, and mark this important. Yes, now the relational operator. See, as their name shows, relational operator. Relational operator means relational operator means it shows the relationship, determines the relationship. Okay, means we are comparing the value. It is used to compare the value. Definition of the relational operator is operator compares the value of two operands. And now you just think about it. If we are comparing, then it should be in the true or false, means yes or not. Okay, so that's why it is very important. It always returns Boolean type. It always returns Boolean type. Okay, so in that, see that six type of the relational operator are here: less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, equals to, and not equals to. Okay, so less than, if A is 10, look at here, and B is 6, right? A is 10, B is 6. So A less than B, 10 less than B, 10 less than 6, condition false. Okay, so result will be false. A greater than B, 10 greater than 6, condition true. Then 10 less than equals to 6. Obviously, 10 is not the less than and not the equal. Okay, again this condition will be false. Then A greater than B and equals to. Okay, so obviously A is not equal to B, but the A is greater than 6 now, means 10 is greater than 6. That's why it is showing you true. Then A equal B, is this equal? No. So that's why false. A not equals to B. Okay, A not equals to B means 10 is not equals to 6. Yes, true. So it is true. Okay, so what you will remember in the case of the relational operator used to compare two operands and return the result in true and false. You can write the relational operators used to compare two operands and returns the result in true and false. Yes, next is logical operators. Logical operators, we are having three type of logical operator: and, or, not. This not is the unary operator. There I have given you the example. Not is the unary operator. It just reverse, the not will reverse the result. If result is true, it will give you false. If it is in false, then it will give you true. That is only. Okay, now and or. See what are, first of all, what are the logical operator? Logical operator is used to join two relational expression. Logical operator are used to join two relational expression. Okay, means see true or the false depending upon the outcome of the different condition. Means is used to give the true false on the basis of the given two conditions. See how it will work. Yes, and this is the symbol of and, ampersand sign. Or this is the symbol of or. This is your pipe sign, vertical pipe sign, or you can say vertical slash. Okay, and this vertical slash you can type by the keyboard by pressing the key. It's just right hand side enter is there, no? On that enter, just above one key of the enter, that is your pipe sign. Not is the exclamation sign. Now see how it can join. A greater than B. It is the one of the Boolean expression, relational expression, and this A greater than C is also the Boolean expression, relational expression. And we are joining both A greater than B and A greater than C by using the AND. Means this A greater than B is going to return in true or the false. Okay. Then A greater than C also will return in true and the false. Then this true and false, whatever result will be there, going to be compared by this AND. Okay. And then how it will compare, then I'll show you that. Same here, OR operator. OR operator is also used to OR operator is also used to give the result in true and false. Okay, is used to join. It is also used to join. How it is joining? A equal B, whatever result will be there, it result must be in true or the false. Here also, whatever result will be there, it can be true or false only. Then this OR operator is going to be written accordingly. I'll tell you the functionality of the OR operator also. Now, not A equal B not. Suppose A is 5, B is also 5. Then in this case, A equal B means 5 equal 5. So it's going to show you true. But this not operator will reverse the result. So it will return you false. Okay, now logical OR. Okay, it's combined two or more conditions. Okay, that we have seen. Now how the result will be manipulated by the OR. Pay attention here and listen here carefully. It will result in true if any one or more conditions is true. If any one or more, mind it again. If any one means any one of the condition will be true or the more than one condition will be true, it's going to return true. Okay, means for the true result of the OR operator, you want only one condition to be true. At least one condition must be in true form. Okay, at least one condition should return true. Then only it will return the true. If both the conditions are true, then also it will return the true. And all the conditions are true, then also it will going to return the true. Okay, but when it's going to return the false, if none of the conditions are true. Okay, if any of the condition is not going to return the true, then it will give you false. See that A greater than B, okay, A greater than C. If the condition is false, both the conditions are false, then it will return you false. If first condition is false, second is true, what I explained, if only one condition is true, then also it's going to return you true. So true. Okay. Then here true, false means first condition is true and second condition is false. Then also it will return you true. And when both the conditions are true, ultimately it's going to give you true. So means what is the main thing, that when this OR operator is giving you false, when both the test conditions, both the Boolean expression of both the conditions are false, then only it's going to return false. Otherwise, in any case, it's going to return you true. Okay. Here in the summary, I have mentioned false only when all the conditions joined with it are false. True if one or more conditions are true. Okay. Now moving to AND. And this is the symbol ampersand sign. Double ampersand sign is the symbol of the AND. it combines two or more conditional expressions, okay, and it return the true when both the conditions are true, both the expressions are true, okay, otherwise it's going to return false. See that how it will be false, false. If both the condition are false, then it will give you false. If both the conditions are true in the last one, see that, then it is returning you true. If any one of the condition is false, see here condition 1 is false and here condition 2 is false. So again it is return you false only. Means when AND operator is returning you true, when both the conditions are true, then only AND operator will return you true. This is the basic difference between and OR. OR will return you true if any one of the condition will be true. Okay, but sorry, OR will return you true if any one of the condition will be true, and OR and will return you true if both the condition will be true. Okay, now assignment operator. It is very easy that many times we have seen that equal assignment operator is used to initialize the value. Okay, this is the variable declaration int a equals to 5. So value of a is what? 5. Int c, a plus b. First of all, it performs the addition, then value is assigned to c. Means assignment operator is used to initialize or used to assign the value. Okay, okay. Then see that shorthand operator. It is very easy. Shorthand operator is nothing. We are merging or combining the arithmetic operator with the equal sign, with the assignment operator. Pay attention here. Arithmetic operators with the assignment operator. But it's work on the one operand only. See that. Means one variable they are using to be affected. See that. A equals to A plus B. If I want to write this statement, so instead of writing this in the shorthand operator form, I can write A plus equals to B. Okay, if I want to write C equals to C minus D, means value of C minus value of D again going to store in C, means only this C variable is going to be affected again. So we can write it C minus equals to D. M equals to M multiplied by 10. Okay, means again this M is going to be affected. So here we can write M multiplied by equals to 10. D equals to D divided by 2. So we can write D divided by equals to 2. Same X equals to X mod by 2. So we can write X mod by 2. Okay. So shorthand of fractional can be written only when the same variable is to be used, both after and before the assignment operator. Okay, see that same operators, A before assignment and after assignment, before assignment, after assignment, M before and after. Okay, that is important only. Now